Hi, I'm Megan and I'm 17 years old. My story is about my father. He was so rich. My father was an iron merchant. He was so rich that everybody referred to him as the leader of the city, from the chief police to the biggest criminals in the city. Everyone had some kind of a connection with my father. Of course, don't think that my father was a criminal. My father was only successful in his job, and that was the reason why he became so rich. We lived in a very big palace. The biggest house in the city was ours. On the other hand, one of the good things about my father's personality was that he would always help people whenever he could. He would never say no to people when they asked for help. Our life wasn't good, it was perfect. But this wasn't the end of the story. My father made a very big investment. I mean, he was sure that his investment would pay off, but it didn't. My father took a big risk in a deal, and on the other hand, his calculations turned out to be wrong. This caused him to lose everything and left him with all the debts he had to pay sooner or later. Since then, he couldn't pay back any of those, so he decided to run away to avoid going to jail. But the police caught my father and put him in jail. On the other hand, the government took our house, and we had nothing left. We only managed to rent a house, only to live in its basement. We went from living in a palace to a basement. My mother even sold all of her jewelry so she could pay for my father's debt, but they wouldn't finish. My mother decided to get help from my father's friends, but it was as if they didn't know us anymore, and they didn't even let me and my mother into their house. The same people who asked for help from my father, now they wouldn't even answer us or let us in their houses to help. My mother used to cry when she saw these things. I tried to comfort her, but I secretly cried in the bathroom at night and was sad that my mother was being humiliated like this. My mother had to go to the people's houses and work as a servant. They treated my mother the worst. They weren't treating her like she was a human being. Long story short, within a month, my father went to jail. Our lives fell apart, and my mother and I were humiliated. I don't know what the future will be holding for us. I don't know what will happen to me or my parents, but I hope all of this is just a dream.